I tried trading breakouts for over 2 years, and here's exactly how much money I made doing it. Back at the end of April of 2023, something clicked, something changed, something flipped in my head. And I said to myself, you know what? I can't do this shit anymore. I said, you know what? What I'm doing is not working. It's inconsistent. It's draining me. I felt like I was going to war every single day, every single week in the markets. And I knew there had to be a better approach for me. A better approach for me. Not that what I was doing couldn't work. I guess in theory it could have, but there had to be a better way for me. I've always been interested in more of a breakout style of trading, whether that's up or down, doesn't matter. The same exact strategy to the upside works to the downside. But I said to myself, let's lock in before locking in became a thing about a year ago. And let's commit 1 year to trading one strategy. Instead of trading multiple strategies, trying this, breakouts here, dip buys there, VWAP, blah, 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 blah. Instead of doing all that stuff, I said, let's just trade what naturally makes the most sense to me and what I like, the chart kind of setups that I like the most. It's kind of a weird approach. It's like, oh, I like that pattern. I'm going to only trade that. And that was kind of what I did. At the time, I had a bunch of influences, and I kind of boiled those influences down into my own approach and my own strategy. And with my own strategy, I kind of built up a set of rules, a criteria for how I'm identifying these breakout trades. And I essentially said, okay, I'm only going to take trades that fit this strategy. And that's what I did. So over the past 2 years, give or take a couple of months now, this has made me $11,443.79. So I don't know, call it $5,000 per year. As kind of a side hustle, a side income, cool. It's not going to catch the attention of a lot of people because there's always somebody doing better or saying they're doing better than you. But in my opinion, these are really good numbers, really good data. It's a very good base to build off of for the future as I hopefully scale this up. And as you can look at the charts, you'll see something questionable on the screen. You'll go, what the F is happening over here? Seems like you were doing very well, then you lost it all, then you went back, and you're doing great again. Well, it's because I did size up. You can see that the average trade size, see how small these things were starting out? And then they got larger and a little larger, and then they really got larger, and that's when I added two $200,000 prop firm accounts. So one for stocks and one for everything else. And that's why those trades are larger, because we're trading on essentially with a lot more funds. We like 10x'd our trade size. So it's not surprising that we're going to see a large swing in the graph. But it's the same approach, right? It's the same thing now, just using larger funds. So if we dive deeper into the strategy, into the data, what we'll see is we had a profit factor of 1.25, nothing amazing, but profitable. We had a 45.83, so nearly a 46% win rate. And this is on a lot of trades. 786 total trades under trading breakouts, up and down. And our average win-loss came out to be 1.47. This is averaging everything out. All the winning trades, all losing trades. We made about 165 on average for winners and 112 on average for losers. Now, as of late, I've been sizing up, but there was a lot more trades inside of here. So you look at the last couple of trades, and we had, negative 17, negative 200 on a $25,000 account, plus 300 on the same 25K account. So making more than we're losing on the smaller accounts. And then on the 200K accounts, we lost 1,700 and made 2,500 on the winner. So we're trying to keep that same rough average win-loss. What I will tell you with this experiment was, but before we do that, a quick word from the sponsor of today's video, Iron Beam.
Welcome to Iron Beam, the future of futures trading. With our cutting-edge chart trading feature and 300+ indicators, you can now trade directly off the chart anytime, anywhere. Delivering seamless trading across all platforms, the Iron Beam journey is supported by 24-hour trader support, low day trade margins, and no account minimums. Iron Beam brings the future into the present. Join now and augment your trading experience.
I was going a year, and I was like, well, I'm going to do this for a year, and we're going to see what happens. And at the end of a year, I'll kind of say, okay, do we want to change this and whatnot? And I've made some small adjustments over the course of the past 2 years, but it's kind of working. Let's keep going. And then like year 2 goes by. Oh, it's still working. Let's keep going. I've had absolutely no reasons to stop. And so, but the takeaway from this video, if you take anything away here, is breakout trading can work. It's working for me, how my brain sees it. Does it mean it's going to work for you? No, not necessarily. But I think more importantly, what I've learned over this past 2 years now is the strategy is kind of irrelevant. It's the person operating the strategy, and then it's the adjustments you make to the strategy to make it fit and to make it work through your data. So I use TradeZella. They gave me a discount code. I'll leave it below if you're interested in tracking here, but it's not like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to. And the point is that if you stick to something, do it consistently, track data, extract data, and then make adjustments off that data, and like test one thing, like split test one thing versus the other, you're going to be in a really good spot because you will have all this data built up that you can make those decisions based off of. And like literally the decisions that you make are ultimately aimed at making you more money or losing you less money, if you know what I'm saying. I'm excited for what's to come, but what I think you should take away is that if you're willing to put in 700 trades, you don't have to do exactly what I did. But if you're willing to put in the reps and commit 2 years, as an example, to like not making a lot of money, because, okay, prior to me using these bigger accounts, like we're talking a couple $1,000s, like $5,000, $6,000. If you're willing to commit 2 years to like not making a lot of money, but gathering insane amounts of data, you could set yourself up, I think, quite well for the scale up phase. It's all the reps that you put in, the data that you get to then prove to yourself like, oh, this actually works. And now we can kind of roll with it. So if you don't like breakout trading, cool, don't do it. If you do, cool, do it. But the way that you're going to do it is definitely going to be different from mine. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's going to have how like they stop out, how they take their profits, where they put their stops. It's going to be different. And that's fine. Do what you think is best and then make adjustments from there. Like once you learn the basics of like candlesticks and like what like how price moves and stuff and like downside risk and stuff, like the cool thing about trading to me now is it's like this creative outlet almost. Like I get to choose how I trade, my style, where my stops go, how I take profits, but I don't do it randomly. I do it based off the data. I hope that made some sense. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.